For millions of Canadians, trying to beat the heat felt nearly impossible, soaring temperatures with no relief.
I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. Even though we have the beach, I just lose all my energy when I'm outside.
I like it right now. I have a feeling my feelings will change by August.
I actually went to Costco right when they opened, worried that they'd be out of ACs.
Environment Canada says daytime highs in some parts of the country could feel like 45 degrees Celsius with the humidex and stay overnight, a dangerous combination, particularly for the vulnerable.
People can die from the heat, just like they can die from the cold.
Many cities have opened cooling centers and pools to help people escape. Experts say it's all happening because of a heat dome, a high-pressure weather system that pushes hot air down and traps it.
From Atlanta, Georgia to Atlantic Canada, we're under this heat dome. Not only do you have the heat, but also you have the poor air quality from the fact the sun will cook the chemicals coming out of our tailpipes and smokestacks. It's just the whole day, morning, noon, and night. We can't escape it.
And neither can animals, like these polar bears at the Toronto Zoo that are trying to keep cool.
So in a hot day, they have 3 different places they can go swim. They have an ice machine and, of course, access to their housing in the back, so they can actually go inside and enjoy an air-conditioned room.
Though with days to go in this heat wave, what's the sort of advice being shared to help people get through it?
Yeah, well, the big message, Adrienne, for the public is to check in on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those without air conditioning, just to make sure they're okay. For those who like to exercise outside, be extremely cautious. It's important to, remain hydrated, to drink lots of water. As this temperature continues to rise, across the country, there are very few breaks. I mean, even as the sun here is setting in Toronto, it's still very, very hot. So the key message is to remain cautious, to remain cool, and to check in on vulnerable loved ones and neighbors.
All right, Musa in Toronto. Okay, let's bring in meteorologist Colette Kennedy. So Colette, can you give us a sense of what we can expect the next few days to be like?
Yeah, for sure, Adrienne. I mean, this was really day one where it moved into the Maritimes, but tomorrow it pushes even further east. So get ready, Nova Scotia. It's coming further your way. And highs tomorrow again into the 30s for much of Ontario. And in fact, you'll see some mid-30s, Ottawa and towards Montreal. And you're getting there in Moncton at 35. Fredericton, I'm expecting 36 degrees. There you go, Halifax, joining in with the temperature in the 30s. And of course, it's not just the heat, it is the humidex value that we have to look at. And Truro today didn't even get to 30 with that humidex. Tomorrow it's going to feel like 41, and it will feel like the mid-40s from Montreal, Windsor, towards Moncton.
So as this progresses, what's your sense of when it ends?
Yeah, so this heat dome is going to keep sliding east, but it will eventually begin to break down. So the jet stream not helping, it's not really pushing it out of the way. We're just getting that sinking air, trapping the heat at the surface. But as we move towards the weekend, we should begin to see relief, and relief for our friends in Western Canada as things begin to warm up as well. The exception is likely going to be southwestern Ontario. I think this heat is going to hold there through the weekend.
All right, Colette Kennedy, thank you.